As the name says, it's a cool and big geometric circle. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the geometric circle. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some acrylic yarn size 4. So we're going to start with a slip knot, and you're going to start with a base ring. For your base ring, we're going to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now you want to do a slip stitch into the first chain that you just made. So into that first chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull through and close off your base ring. Now we're going to be working into the center of it. We're going to start row 1 by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3, which counts as a double crochet. And then into the center of the ring, you want 29 double crochets. So yarn over, go into the center with a double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and we want to do 29 all the way around. So I'll see you when I'm done that. Okay, I just finished my 29th double crochet. And now we're going to finish off this row by doing a slip stitch on top of the chain 3 that you started with. So on top of that chain 3, the third chain, we're going to do a slip stitch. And this here counts, this here is the end of row 1. That chain 3 counts as a stitch, right? It counts as a double crochet. So technically you have 30 stitches around. Now for row 2, we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 3. Now we're going to skip the next 2 double crochets and then do the following. So we're skipping 1 and 2. Then you want to do 1 double crochet into the next, a chain 3, and then skip 2 double crochets. So that's the repetition. Let's go back to the beginning. The last bit of the repetition is this skip 2. So we're skipping these 2. Then go back to the beginning of it by doing 1 double crochet into the next, chain 3, skip 2, and once again 1 double crochet into the next, chain 3, skip 2, 1 double crochet into the next. And I think you got the repetition now. We're going to do this all the way around, a double crochet, chain 3, and then skip 2. Do it all the way around. I'll see you when you're done. Okay, so I just did my last repetition. You'll notice that you'll do your last double crochet, chain 3, and you'll only have 2 stitches left to skip. So to finish off this row, we're going to do a slip stitch onto the third chain from the chain 5 that you started with. So we find 1, 2, 3. Into that third chain, we're going to do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 2. You're going to see that you have 10 spaces. If you count around, you should have 10 spaces. Moving on to row 3, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, which counts as a double crochet. And now into the same spot as the slip stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So into the same spot, 2 double crochets. Now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then do 3 double crochets into the next double crochet. So we're going to be working into these guys here. Into this double crochet, we'll start with 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, and then a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's what we want to do all the way around. You move on to the next double crochet with 3 double crochets into the same spot. 1, 2, and 3. And then a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is what we're going to do. We'll repeat this all the way around. I'll see you when you're done. Okay, so I just came all the way around. And I've just done my last 3 double crochets into the last double crochet. I chain 3, and now we're going to do a slip stitch into the third chain of the chain 3 that you started with. We insert our hook there and do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 3. For row 4, we're going to chain 3. which counts as a double crochet. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, go into the next double crochet and do a double crochet. Into the next double crochet, another double crochet. Now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now this is where the row repeat starts. We're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 double crochets. So 1 double crochet on top of each of the double crochets of the previous row for a total of 3. And then a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what you want to do all the way around. 1 double crochet on top of each of the double crochets of the previous row, then chain 4. All the way around. I'll do that. I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I just came all the way around. So you can see I've done my last double crochets on top of the double crochets of the previous row and a chain 4 in between. So now to finish off this row, we're just going to do a slip stitch onto the 3rd chain of the chain 3 that we started with. So into that 3rd chain, we do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 4. For row 5, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So this is 1 and 2. And then you want to do a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you've probably guessed it. We're going to do a double crochet into each of the double crochets of the previous row for a total of 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then we want to chain 5 in between. 4 and 5. And that's what you want to do all the way around. We do a double crochet on top of the double crochets and then a chain 5 in between. So do that all the way, and then once you're done, you're going to finish off with that chain 5, and you're going to do a slip stitch onto the 3rd chain of the chain 3 that you started with, and then you can cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. This is very cool. Let me start off by saying this is really large, so that's kind of nice, and it's a really easy repetition to remember. So if you wanted to make it bigger and maybe make some placemats with it, you can continue the repetition and just add 1 more chain in between. If you've done it, you could probably understand what I mean. You just want these chains to be 1 chain bigger so you can grow your circle perfectly even. Really, really pretty. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.